Hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly subscription billing. I am Akash and in this video we're going to talk about how to create a plan with tiered pricing model. In tiered pricing model, we're going to set a ranges of product and assign per unit price to each range. I'll explain you with an example. Let's say we manufacture water bottles and we have set ranges from 1 to 3 units with the per unit price as $3 and for 4 to 5 units with the per unit price as $2 and from 6 units and above with the per unit price as $1. Now, if a customer purchases 3 units, then he'll be charged a total of $9. Now, let's say if he enters another range, that is from 4 to 5 units, and if he purchases 5 units, then for the first 3 units, he'll be charged with the per unit price as $3 and for the next 2 units with the per unit price as $2, that amounts to a total of $13. Now let's say if he enters the another range that is from 6 units and above, let's say if he purchases 7 units. Now for the first 3 units with the per unit price is $3 and for the next 2 unit with per unit price is $2 and from the next 2 units that is 6 and 7 with the per unit price is $1, that amounts to a total of $15. So that's how the tiered pricing model works under Pabbly subscription billing. To explain you further, I'll take you to the screen.
Now that we are back to the screen, the first thing I'm gonna do is to log in with my Pabbly subscription billing account and go to products. Here you can see the option to add your product, so click on it and enter your product name. So let's say I sell aviator sunglasses. After entering your product name, just submit it and your product will be added here. And after adding the product, we're gonna create a plan that is associated with it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is to enter the plan name here. So let's say my plan name is end of year sale. Now as you can see, while we are entering the plan name, the plan code is generated automatically and this can be edited manually as well. Now you'll say what is the purpose of this plan code. So let's take an example. So for this particular product, I have created 4 plans. Now to identify this particular plan, we have this unique plan code that we're going to see it attached with the URL at the checkout page. This will help us to identify this plan. Now the next option we have here is the billing cycle. There are 2 types of billing cycle. It's one time and recurring. If you wish to collect a one-time payment from your customers, so you can just select the one-time billing cycle, or if you wish to collect payment every monthly, weekly or yearly for a number of billing cycles, so you can just enter the number of billing cycles here, or you can just leave it blank to keep it as a forever billing cycle so that your customer will be charged automatically every monthly, weekly or yearly until the customer himself or we as a merchant cancels the subscription. Now let's say I'm gonna enter number of billing cycle as 2. Now as you can see, while I entered the number of billing cycles, this checkbox dropped down. So what does this mean? So we'll understand this with an example. So let's say I have a subscription based service and I'm gonna charge my customers every 1 month for 2 billing cycles. Now after the completion of these 2 billing cycles, as a merchant, I'll have the option to keep the subscription status as live or expired. So to keep that subscription live, you can just check this, or if you want to keep it expired, uncheck this. But for now, I'll be selecting a one-time billing cycle as I wish to receive a one-time payment for my product. And here I'm going to select the pricing as tiered pricing. Now we're going to set ranges of product and we're going to set a per unit price of it. So let's say from 1 to 50 units, I'm going to charge my customer with a per unit price of $50. From 51 to 100, per unit price of $30. And from 101 units and above, we're going to set a per unit price of $20. Now we're going to see how the tiered pricing model works while we'll make the payment. Now the next option we have here is to add a setup fee. So the name itself suggests that is a one-time fee that will be charged only once at the starting of the billing cycle. So let's say you have a subscription-based service, and for the first payment, your setup fee will be charged from your customer, but for the recurring one, no setup fee will be charged from them. So the setup fee can be fixed or quantity wise. Now, if you select setup fee as quantity wise, then it will be changed according to the plan quantity. So as the plan quantity will increase, the setup fee will also increase. Now the next option we have here is the trial period. We can offer our customer with a trial period for free of cost, or we can also charge some amount. So let's say I'm going to charge my customer a price of $10 for 10 days. Or if I wish to offer a free trial period, so I'm going to keep the price as 0. So that's how you can offer trial period to your customers. That amounts to a total of 1500. Now here, by manually entering the value or the units that we wish to purchase, the total amount will be shown according to the per unit price. So let's say I'm gonna buy 100 units. So here you can see from 1 to 50 units with a per unit pricing of $50, that amounts to a total of 2500. And for another 50 units, that is from 51 to 100 with per unit price of $30. So for total 100 units, your customer will be charged a total of 4000. Now here comes the plan description, and here we're going to add the description what we are selling to our customers. So let's add the plan description: classic aviator sunglasses with thin metal frames and large lenses. Now that we have added the description, we're going to customize this text from here. As you can see, a lot of options, like you can make the text bold, you can make it italics, you can just underline the text that if you wish to. You can align the text, and you can set the text size from small, normal, large, huge, and you can just add a link along with it. So for that, click here and enter the link that you wish to attach with the description. Now after adding the plan description, we're going to add an image of our product. So for that, click here. Now here you can see our product image, and we're going to add some points to describe what we are selling to our customers. Adding some points will definitely give your customer confidence to buy your product. Now the next option we have here is to select the payment gateways, and as you can see, there are two options: all gateways and selected gateways. Now talking about all gateways, if you select it, then all the payment gateways that are integrated in your subscription billing account will be given as an option at the checkout page while your customer will be doing the payment. Now if you select the selected payment gateway, like for this particular plan, I want my customer to offer PayPal as my payment gateway, so you can select here. You can select more options like PayPal and Stripe, but for now I'll be selecting all gateways here. Now that we have added all the details of our plan, we're going to discuss some points in short. So the first one we have here is the payment fail settings. Now consider a case in which a customer is trying to make a payment and that payments get failed. Now we can offer that customer another chance to make the payment again, and for that payment we can offer all gateways or selected gateways. You can keep the plan status as active or inactive as per your need, so you can select it accordingly. Now let's say we are selling this aviator glasses, and apart from these sunglasses we have more products to sell. Now what we can do is while the customer will make the payment, and after the successful payment, we have the option to enter a custom URL of another page or website or store, so that after the successful purchase the customer will be redirected to that page. So for that you can enter the URL here. Now talking about the payment term, if we select net 15, then it basically means that your customer has 15 more days to make the payment from the subscription billing date. And the same goes with net 30, net 45 and net 60. We have two more options like due end of the month or due end of the next month. Now the last option we have here is to select the plan metadata, and this is the optional field. This is for our reference only. and we can just add some additional data in the plan. Now I'm gonna save my plan here. Here you can see the checkout plan link. You can just simply copy and paste here, or you can just simply click here and go to the checkout page. Now this is how the checkout page will be shown to your customers. Every details like your product name, your plan name, your plan description, along with these payment gateways can be seen here. Now let's say if a customer wants to purchase 60 units. Now we'll go to the plan details that we have added, and as you can see, if a customer wants to purchase 60 units, then for the first 50 units with the per unit pricing as $50, the customer will be charged a total of $2,500. Now for the next 10 units, that is from 51 to 100, with the per unit price of $30, the customer will be charged a total of $300, and that amounts to a total of $2,800. So that's how the tiered pricing model works under Pabbly subscription billing. Now one more thing, if you want to customize the checkout page, you can just customize it from the checkout customizer, and I have made a separate video on it. You can just go and watch it. Try to add a product of your own and create a plan with tiered pricing model under Pabbly subscription billing. And while creating plan, if you have any doubts, you can just go to the need help section, or you can just mail us at admin@pabbly.com. We are always here for support. Thank you.